After a horrid week 2 loss, Watson not only does he want out, ownership wants him out, as the Texans are looking to trade him. He said that he is going to hold out if he doesn't get traded by week 4, and that he refuses to play any games for Houston. This is the situation that has been handed to us, and we have to make a move with it. Now, the biggest problem here, we're probably going to have to move someone else because we don't have much cap. Now, right here, this is a team that I'm interested in already. The Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears have a really solid team. We need to free up some cap. Geno Atkins, maybe. Quarterback, Big Dick Nick, throw him on. And who's your defensive tackle? Shamar Stephen. They're in cap hell. Never mind. Sorry. The Bills. Why would the Bills want him? You guys got a good quarterback, Josh Allen. They're 12 million cap hell. The Broncos, same. The Browns also. Bucks. The Cardinals, but they got Kyler Murray, so they wouldn't want him. The Chargers have Justin Herbert. So give me Justin Herbert. And then give me Hunter Henry for Deshaun Watson. This might be the move we make. Decline. They don't even want to think about it. It's a big no-no for them. How about we give you guys Winston? Or you guys give us Brissett. And Pat Freiermuth for Deshaun Watson. Man, these teams are fucking idiots. I guess we might have to hold on to him. Maybe bench him because he said he's going to do a contract holdout because he wants off of the Texans. As they have Tua. They have Wentz, and plus I don't think they could fucking afford him if they even prayed. The Giants might buy into Watson. Danny Dimes might not be the answer. As they give us Danny. Why would we fucking sign Alvin Kamara? And then Ingram. Does this go anywhere? No. Alright, what about Danny Dimes? And they say we need a left outside linebacker badly. O'Shane Zimenez, no. Who's your center? Hell no. Right, and Leonard Williams I could work with, but we have Ross Blacklock. No. Right tackle? Andrew Thomas. And you guys give us a 4th round pick. Declined. Am I wrong for thinking that teams would give a premium package for Deshaun Watson? The Jags maybe? Tyler Eifert, Gardner Minshew. That's not nearly enough for Deshaun. And a 1st. Declined. Yeah, no. Well, we're gonna have to hold on to him, I guess. I mean, we'll throw him on a trading block, see what that gives us. As we're going to play week 3 here, and then we're going to advance to week 4, see if we get any trades. Got to upgrade some players, like a couple rookies. As we face Jacksonville again, who we beat in week 1. Lost week 2 due to just an awful pass by Watson to David Johnson. It ended in the hands of Bobby Wagner, and he pick sixed us. That is why Watson, we want to get rid of him. But Watson also is very disgruntled. He said that he wants on a win-now franchise. And apparently we're not a win-now franchise. So, I mean, John Ross once again had a brilliant game of 100+ yards on a couple receptions. As we're at the 1 yard line. And also Watson's fumbling is something we want to get away from. John Ross gets hit sticked. He didn't fumble that time. As you know, the golden guy, you know, the franchise player, apparently is pissed off. You know, we hate to see it. We hope that he changes his mind. We hope that, you know, we want to move him, but at the same time we don't, because that means that that's a whole new challenge for us, getting rid of Deshaun. The ownership is very disgruntled. They're very pissed off. Watson is pissed off at them. You know, it's a real win-lose situation, because Watson wins, he gets to go to a team, a new fresh start, and the Texans lose their stud, but for some reason they want to get rid of him. As ownership, they said, you know, 4 interceptions against a mediocre defense is not acceptable, and I completely agree with that, but his wide receivers couldn't catch anything either. They never addressed that. So, oh well. This very well could be the last time you see Deshaun Watson in the blue and red and white. And he actually said that he won't be playing next week if we keep him, so we'll have to play in Watson or Rosen, unless he has like some sort of change of heart here. But a sack there. You know, we also haven't been able to give Watson the protection that he kind of needs. And who do the Texans go with, honestly? Who do they keep? Rosen? Rosen played decent in week 1, but he still had an interception and a touchdown. He didn't play like an MVP. Watson played really bad last week, but who knows, man? Who knows? As Jordan Thomas, the tight end who dropped a whopping 8 passes, has been released as Josh Allen sacks him. So they get rid of a gaping hole, but replace him with Jordan Akins, who is not good too, as the ball gets swatted, and another drop by the Texans receiving core, and Akins is gonna catch it into the hands of John Ross. He dropped it. What a fucking clown. Matt Hendricks is livid. John Ross dropped it. The Golden Goose, the team MVP. Guy's been putting the team on its back. John Ross has dropped the pass in a heartbreaking, touchdown-worthy moment. Hit on the throw again. I mean, the offensive line has just also been something you don't want to see all day. Wyatt Davis has actually regressed the offensive line. The first-round pick, he, instead of improving it, he's degressed it. As the end of the first quarter comes, as you know, if Watson has a good game here, he might want to rethink his mind, as David Johnson, who has been, you can't tackle him this season, man. Been pissed off, I guess, that they signed Devontae Freeman, and he's just been trucking everybody. I mean, he broke off like 5 tackles, and Devontae Freeman trips over the offensive lineman, loses 2. Doug Marone clapping like that wasn't pure luck. As the offense obviously misses Darren Fells, who was their go-to guy. Randall Cobb caught that! The catch of a lifetime! Randall Cobb hauls it in! 41 yards! Xavier Woods all over him. Randall Cobb. How in the hell do you do this? And the catch puts them in great field position after a Hail Mary attempt by Deshaun Watson. He somehow comes down with it. Watson gets out of bounds. Titus Howard looks to be hurt. One of the very few offensive linemen that is trustable on this team goes down, as Devontae Freeman has not been able to do anything against Jacksonville, as he was tearing up the Seahawks line on limited snaps due to a practice injury. Bumped his hand or something off something, and he was limited last week. So used a lot of David Johnson. The Titus Howard is not going to return for a little bit, as he strained his shoulder, as the backup will come in. And John Ross toe taps, is not inbound. But the Texans, after a explosive catch by Randall Cobb, do nothing with it. And a bad kick by Fairbairn still goes up for 3. And that's the messy relationship between the Texans ownership and Deshaun Watson. Might be calming down, honestly. Who knows? He just got to stop those interceptions and the sacks and the... Well, he can't stop the sacks. That's the offensive line. But he just has to stop the interceptions. You know, he has to stop all the forced passes, stop the fumbles, which is a big mark for Watson. It's Jeremy Ruckert, the tight end that they drafted, dropped. Fucking kidding me. As the tight end core just absolutely misses Fells, as this goes nowhere this drive. All thanks to the drop by Jeremy Ruckert. Darren Fells would have hauled that in. I'm sorry. I hate to say it, but he would have. As Texans don't do anything here, as they keep it 3-3. Westbrook, they're not going anywhere. And, oh! A red zone interception, it looks like. Thrown by Minshew. Maybe even a fumble. But some sort of turnover. I'm not complaining, though, let me tell you. Defense has actually been really solid, except last week where they allowed 43 points by a Russell Wilson-led offense. Well, they actually allowed, I think, 36, probably 29 points. John Ross catches it, dropped! Another drop by the Texans. It has been drop mania by the Texans today. As they get a first down, David Johnson going somewhere with this huge gain as the clock is ticking. You gotta hurry up, they're huddling. As they do the screen again. Joe Schobert all over it. Timeout called by the Texans offense. David Johnson, 4 receptions for 40 yards. Definitely been the better running back today. John Ross, no noise since his first quarter catch for 18 yards. Except right there when he hauls it in. As the wide receiver core just needs to focus on keeping the ball in their hands. Ross catches it, gets them in the red zone with 7 seconds left. They have a timeout, but I doubt that they're gonna do anything with it. As 6 seconds on the clock. It's up. Fairbarn kicks it. 2 seconds left on the half. Unless a miracle happens here, it's 6-3 going into the third quarter. Texans ball as we start the third quarter. Devontae Freeman, who has been pretty underwhelming in the backfield today. Yeah, once again, a 3-yard loss. Off the hands of Randall Cobb. And another drop by the Texans. Nope. Fuck this shit. You gotta be kidding me. Another drop. They can't even get it on a fucking screen. This is a joke. This team is a joke, and it hit sticked into oblivion. They're fucking mad. The core can't catch anything. This isn't even Watson's fault. No wonder Watson wants the fuck out. His team can't catch shit. Atkins gets the first down. And the refs who are fucking paid for say he didn't. They're gonna hand it off to Freeman. Had a hole, got nothing. It's been the story of the run game today, not named David Johnson. Hey, Watson has a lot of room here as he's gonna slide. As Texans 6, Jaguars 6 as we approach the 2-minute mark in the third quarter. Sacked as he hit it. The offensive line once again does absolutely dog shit like they usually do. And that is Doug Marrone on the sideline, who somehow still has a job. Jags must have made it into the playoffs. Devontae Freeman still running. He caught it then. Too bad he couldn't catch it on that fucking screen. To hold 3 points from the Jags. Audible called here by Watson. Freeman, not much on the run game still. 4-yard gain. He has had 7 attempts for 11 rushes. Caught! Atkins! Touchdown. 13-6 as we're nearing the end of the third quarter here. Jags, Texans. And Johnson holds on to it. As the half comes to an end. As Watson has informed the coach, if they win this, he'll play next week, but he still is shaky about keeping or staying in Texas, in Houston. As we have just learned by Bill O'Brien, or no, Matt Hedrick at the sideline here. Messy relationship. He said that he still wants out. He's just going to play next week. He said that if they play like this next week, then he'll consider it. But he still wants to see what they can get from him. He still wants them to go through with the trade. And Randall Cobb, really bad pass there. As that is the reason why ownership is mad at Watson. The forced passes, the interceptions, the fumbles. And sure, the offensive line isn't helping any of that, but they should be. But the ownership never thinks about that for some reason. But who knows? Who cares? Brian Enger, the punter, gives it to Colin Galipsia. Does he have the first down? Way more. That play is the Texans' signature, and nobody buys in. Still fooling teams. And Johnson with a huge gain there, and in 3 attempts has way more yards than Devontae Freeman, who has had 7 attempts. And not that good of a stat for him. John Ross can't get to that one. Bad pass! Caught! In the red zone. And that is why John Ross got that contract. That 3-year, $5 million a year contract. And that looks like the steal of free agency. In a huge gain there. Passes it to Randall Cobb, who had that insane catch. Has been pretty quiet since though. But that's what Randall Cobb usually does. He'll have a great catch, a great moment, a great play. And then not do much for the rest of the game. He's a check down guy. He was great in Green Bay, but this isn't Green Bay anymore, you know? If this was Green Bay Randall Cobb, then hell, we'd probably would have went to the playoffs last year. As Ruckert, after dropping that big pass in the first half, connects. As Watson looks to seem regained a little bit of confidence in the team after this game. As from what we hear from Coach Matt Hedrick on the sideline. As 20-13, the 2-minute warning has passed. This should be winnable. Randall Cobb dropped. Story of the Texans. Dropped. What more can you say that they do elitely other than drop it? 3-yard gain by Devontae Freeman. As we hear somebody talking about they don't want it. Probably a Jaguars player. And taken down. Timeout called by the Jags. As the screen imploded on itself that time. So Watson looks to walk out of this game with 4 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. And the punt should have been blocked. But there's going to be a flag on the play, roughing the punter. As it's going to be the Texans' ball. That's a costly mistake for the Jacksonville defense. Special team defense. Proves as that might be game for the Jacksonville Jaguars. As Ross absolutely burns. And a 29-yard reception for John Ross, as he said they got out of bounds. I don't think he did, but 5 receptions for 107 yards. Another 100-plus yard gain for him. As Freeman had a big hole, but could not burn Henderson. Still a huge gain, you know. No need to take away from what he did do. Gets out of bounds, Watson. 8-yard gain there. Jeremy Rucker, touchdown! Texans. as 27 to 13, 27 to 20. We're just going to let them kneel it here as the Texans go up 2-1. Watson played exceptionally well in the second half. He walked out here 5 touchdowns, 4 interceptions on the seasons. You just got to limit those turnovers, as he looked to be very happy today, actually. We heard some statements from Matt Hedrick that he said that he will start next week, but he said that he still wants them to look into a trade. During the press conference meeting, he did say that he liked the atmosphere a lot more than he usually did today, but he said that he still is interested in seeing what he can be traded for, as, wow, nothing is what he can be traded for. Holy shit, wow, this sucks. What the fuck? Okay. It's official. Watson does not want to be traded. He said that it was a mistake. But let's look into some deals here. Some extensions. The Texans, 2-1, go up against the 2-1 Titans next week in a big divisional game. It's Watson's contract here. He wants $220 million. J.J. Watt is old. We probably are going to trade J.J. Watt next episode. That might be tonight, might be tomorrow, probably tomorrow. You guys have gotten like 3 episodes. We're not going to sign Watson yet. I think I already said that, but his extension is going to happen. Just not immediately, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day.